Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about weight loss goals for beginners. If you are just starting your weight loss journey, or if you are recommitting, or maybe you've been on a long weight loss journey and you've kind of been starting and stopping and starting and stopping. Today we're going to talk about some goals for somebody, a beginner, somebody just starting or restarting their weight loss journey. All right, so I got 5 of them to talk to you about tonight. Number 1 is to really set a realistic weight loss goal. So often, I know I did this for many years, and a lot of clients that I work with, I see them doing the same exact thing. Is, we start eating really good, we start going on a diet, we start working out, and we expect the scale to drop like 5 pounds, 6 pounds, 7 pounds, like just because we stopped eating sugar. And so it's really setting realistic weight loss goals, because when you set unrealistic goals and we have an unrealistic expectation, we're setting ourselves up for failure. We're setting ourselves up to be frustrated, to be disappointed, which long term leads to quitting. All right. So a little bit of science for you. We're not going to go too deep into this, but weight loss, the way we lose weight is being in a calorie deficit, which means you burn a certain amount of calories every single day. Sitting here right now, even if I'm still just blinking and breathing, I'm burning calories. The more I move, the more calories I'm burning. If I sat here and did this the entire time I was talking, I would burn more calories than if I just sat like this, right? And so my point is, that would be very distracting. We all burn a certain amount of calories every single day, all right? If we're eating, we call that energy. Food, your body turns food into energy. So if you're burning this much energy, but you're eating more energy than what you're burning through food, your body stores that extra energy as fat. If you're burning this much energy and you're eating this much food, AKA energy, now your body's then tapping into your fat stores to make up the difference for energy. It's turning the fat into energy. And that is what we want. We want to eat less than what our body needs so that our body has to attack the fat, turn the fat into energy, and that's how we get rid of extra fat. That's how we lose weight. And so you have to be in a calorie deficit. It takes about 3,600 calorie deficit for 1 pound, all right? Which means if you want to lose, realistic weight loss is losing 1 to 2 pounds per week. 2 pounds per week consistently is pretty fast. If you want to lose 1 pound per week, that means you have to be in a calorie deficit of 500 calories every single day. Every single day. You have to be burning 500 calories more than what you're eating, all right? Now, if you want to lose 2 pounds a week, that means you need to be in a calorie deficit of around 1,000 calories per day, because that's going to give you a 7,000 calories, which is equivalent to about 2 pounds, right? And so it really just depends on how strict you want to be. How on target do you want to be? Some things that certainly will help you out, we're going to talk about, but being realistic. Because if you lose 1 pound a week, that means 1 year from today, you're going to be 52 pounds down. If you lose 2 pounds a week, 1 year from today, you're going to be down 104 pounds. That's a big difference. And it always goes faster than what it feels like in the beginning. It took me 13 months to lose 161 pounds. I thought it was going to take me 18 months based on 2 pounds a week. I wound up doing a little bit faster by doing some of these other things that I'm going to talk to you about tonight, having some of these other goals when I began. All right. So realistic weight loss, set a realistic weight loss goal. All right. Number 2, drink 1 gallon of water every day. If you've been on the channel for a hot minute, you have heard me say this and say this and say this and say this, and I'm going to keep saying it. I am a big advocate of water, drinking your water. If you are trying to lose weight, water is your friend. Water is your friend. So if you're trying to lose weight, one of your goals should be drinking 1 gallon of water every single day. And yes, minimum should be half of your weight in water. So if you weigh 200 pounds, you should have a goal to drink 100 fluid ounces of water every day. But 1 gallon. 1 gallon. It's 128 fluid ounces of water every single day. It has so many health benefits to improve skin, improved all different kinds of things. But drink 1 gallon of water every single day. And if that's gonna be a goal when you're just starting, it's okay. Well, how am I gonna measure it? They sell all different kinds of cute water bottles on Amazon that tell you even different time things. They have time tracker apps for your water that you can get. You can set alarms on your phone. For me, for me, it came down to I had, the smart water bottles. They're tall. They're kind of about this size right here. I had 4 of those. They were each 33 ounces. So I knew I had to drink 4 of those to get my water in. My goal was to have 3 of them done by 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So 3 of them gone and all my water in by 6. My entire gallon in by 6 p.m. And that was my goal. And so I would set little alarms in my phone to make sure I did that. So drinking all my water. Number 3, move your body 30 minutes a day, 6 days a week. Okay. So goals are nothing more than a task list. Goals are nothing more than a task list. So you have to think, okay, what can I put in place to drink that gallon of water every day? Do I need an app? Do I need to set alarms on my phone? Do I need to set a timer? What do I need to have little reminders? Drink water here, right? Little things to keep you on track. Same thing with moving your body 30 minutes a day, 6 days a week. I don't believe you should spend all day in the gym working out. I don't believe you have to spend hours a day working out. I believe however you lose the weight is how you're going to have to maintain it. So moving your body 30 minutes a day, 6 days a week, it can be an at-home workout. That's what I do. I work out using a streaming service, kind of like the Netflix of fitness, if you will. And I work out in my basement every single day. Why? Because I'm a mom and I got 3 babies. I got a 10-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 3-year-old. If me working out depended on me going to the gym, it would be whenever it worked, right? So I work out from home. It could be taking a walk, going out and walking for 30 minutes a day. It could be just being intentional about moving your body. It doesn't have to be anything extreme, but being intentional about moving your body 30 minutes a day, 6 days a week. So again, if that's going to be a goal, that's a great goal. If you're starting your weight loss journey, a goal is a task list. So what time am I going to do it? What am I doing? Where am I going? Who am I with? If you're a mom and you're going to work out, you might be with your kids. You might be taking them on a walk. You might be having them color while you work out, whatever that looks like. What are you wearing? So just like anything else, if it's a goal to work out 30 minutes a day, it's setting the appointment within your time, within your calendar, within your day of when are you going to do it? Because if you don't block it off, especially those of you that are mothers or fathers that are busy, or you have a career, life gets busy. Good intentions don't get the job done. We have to be intentional about doing the things that help get us to where we want to go. So working out 30 minutes a day, 6 days a week. Number 4, this one really, for a lot of people, they're like, yeah, but Carmen, how does this one go with losing weight? And so number 4 is listening to personal development or personal growth or things that motivate you or inspire you or keep you on track or remind you of what you should be doing every single week. And if you really want to get going, have a goal to listen to every single day, even 10 minutes a day. Because your most powerful muscle on your body, the thing that really, the biggest difference between those that succeed in any area and those that don't is the way they think. It's the way they think. Because if you can change the way you think, you'll change the way you act. If you can change the way you act, you'll change any area of your life. You'll change the outcome of it. And so it's looking at, what are you listening to? Finding things like our YouTube channel. We have hundreds of videos of inspiration, of interviews with people that have lost weight, recipes. On Wednesdays, we have our show, The Biggest Transformation. We are currently entering into season 8, where we have an entire cast of people who came in as weight loss failures, and they have wild, crazy amounts of success, like Jerry, who lost 71 pounds in 4.5 months. Ken, who lost 60 some pounds in 4 months. Heather, who lost 100 pounds in 11 months. 100 pounds in 11 months. Dr. Mary Starr, 50 pounds in 7 months. Like people that had battled with their weight forever. If you're listening to the right things, if you're putting the right things in here, it's only a matter of time before they start coming out here. But when we go out into the world, we are surrounded by people. Over 70% of our world is overweight. Over 70% of our world is overweight and doesn't want to be. So if that is your only influence, then what are we putting in here? We're putting in overweight. We're putting in out of shape. We're putting in fluffy. We're putting in I don't have the time. We're putting in convenient. We're putting in fast food. And again, if you want to change success, you've got to change the way you think. And if you want to change the way you think, you've got to change what you put in here. So listening to things that inspire you, that motivate you, that make you want to be better, that help push past those moments where you're like, the heck with it, just give me all the cookies. And so personal development, personal growth every week minimum. But if you really want to put some gasoline on the fire every single day, listening to 10 to 15 minutes of something that's going to help you stay motivated. I have a saying that I say to my clients, and I tell them all the time, I'm like, listen, if you hang out with me long enough, I will brainwash you into believing that you can do anything. So if you hang out with the right people long enough, success will come. All right, number 5 and our final one, and this is really important for those of you that want to lose weight and having goals that support your weight loss, is when you get to so you should obviously have a goal of where you want to be. Like if failure wasn't an option, what do you want your butt to look like when you're done, right? Like what do you want your size to be? And so for me, it was 127.5 pounds. All the people that I found that were 5'4", which is the same height that I was, they weighed whose body as I like, they were between 125 and 130 pounds. So I just went right in the middle, 127.5. So that was what I was going for. But what I did is I had a goal of when I got to that weight, when I got to my goal weight, what was my budget? What was I going to spend on my new wardrobe? Because nothing was going to fit me. I was going to have undergrown every single thing that was in my closet. So it's like, okay, when I get to my goal, when I reach my goal of 127.5 pounds, what is my goal for how much money I will spend? Where am I going to go shopping? So all of you should have that goal of what are you going, and if you're married, get together with your spouse and just say, hey, this is what I did. I sat my husband down and I was like, hey, so when I get to my goal of 127.5 pounds, none of my clothes are going to fit me, which means I'm going to need new underwear, new bras, new pants, new shirts, new tank tops, new everything. Hopefully not new shoes. I was praying my feet did not change sizes. I had a lot of shoes. And it was like, okay, so what would the budget be? And for us, for everything, it was $5,000. So we set aside a budget of $5,000 of when I got to my goal. Then my husband the next day comes to me and he says, babe, I think we need a separate budget. And I said, okay, for what? And he said, for lingerie. When you get to your goal, you can have your $5,000 clothing budget. He said, but then I think we need to set aside $2,000 for your lingerie budget. And I was like, okay, done deal. And so that was just the number that we threw out there. Why? Because nothing was going to fit me. And so, but it was having that goal of when I get here, here's what I'm going to spend. Having a Pinterest board of things I wanted to buy. Having a Pinterest board of the types of outfits I wanted to have in my closet when I got there. And then throughout my weight loss, throughout the journey of losing the weight, it was getting by as cheaply as possible. Getting a couple pairs of yoga pants that will stretch. Getting t-shirts that I can wear and then tie in a knot and put off the shoulder. Like not spending a lot of money on the way down, but saving all that money for when I got to the goal. And so we could literally sit here and talk for hours on different weight loss goals for beginners, intermediates, advanced. The truth is they all work for every stage, no matter what stage you're in.
But these were really, when I sat down and thought about the top 5, if I was talking to my daughter, what I would tell her, these would be it. And so let me know if these were helpful. Let me know which one you like the best, and if you want to see a continuation of this, like maybe a part 2 or whatever. So we will be back next week, same time, same place. Thanks for watching. We will see you then.